Welcome to the Women's Motorsports Network podcast, the show that puts the spotlight on the incredible women who fuel the world of motorsports. From drivers to crew members, engineers to fans, and everyone in between, we're here to celebrate the trailblazers, dreamers, and doers shaping the sport we love. Each episode, we share inspiring stories of females of all ages from every corner of the motorsports universe, past, present, and future. It's a journey through the seasons of life filled with heartfelt moments, laughter, and a whole lot of horsepower. So, whether you're a lifelong fan, a racer yourself, or simply curious about the extraordinary women behind the wheel, settle in, relax, and enjoy a fun and uplifting ride with us. This is the Women's Motorsports Network podcast, connecting and celebrating women in motorsports, one story at a time. Let's hit the track. This is Melinda Russell with the Women's Motorsports Network podcast. And I have the cutest guest today, probably one of the cutest ones I've had in a long time. No offense to my other guests, but Lizzy Vogel is my guest today, and I'm so excited to have her on the show. I saw her at PRI, and we'll talk more about that and why were you up on that stage, and we'll find out why you were on the stage. But Lizzy, first I want to welcome you to the show, and I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself, your family, your pets, anything you want to share with us.
I am 8 years old. I am going to third grade. I am a fourth generation driver. I have two dogs.
Okay. What kind of dogs are they?
A poodle, Shih Tzu, and one other. I forget.
I have a Shih Tzu too. Did you know that?
No.
He's the cutest. I bet he's cuter than your dog. I'm just saying. He's the cutest dog. And today I went to Menards and he loves to go in the car. We went to Menards and he was in the cart and everybody wants to stop the cart and pet him because he's so cute. And so his name is Crew, like Pit Crew, right? So what are your dog's names?
Camber and Lucy.
Okay, so Camber's a racing name, and then Lucy. So that's cool. I like those names. And then, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do have one. Her name is Gracelyn.
And is she older or younger?
She's young.
She's
Her
young.
name,
She's
her age is 6 years old.
oh, so she's not too much younger. But and
Yeah.
does she like racing, or you're just the racer in the family?
She always racing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So, Lizzy, tell me, you're 8 years old and you're a fourth generation driver. So, I'm guessing that maybe your mom or dad got you interested in motorsports. But tell me, what do you remember about being involved in motorsports? Going to the track and watching your dad, or how did you get started racing?
Well, Dad inspired me by watching him race.
Yeah. And what does he race?
AE mod.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And so, do you remember how old you were when you first started racing?
5 years old.
Oh my gosh, 5 years old. Could you see over the steering wheel?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. So, what were you driving at 5 years old?
A go-kart.
A go kart. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, look, do you see the background of my background? Can you see that? It
Yeah.
says on the fast lane, Lily's karting story. Did you know I wrote a book?
No.
That's a book I wrote. I'm going to send you a copy of it. It's about a little girl that moves to a different town and makes friends at the racetrack and starts racing. So you would probably enjoy reading that. I'll send you a copy of it. So Lizzy, you started in go-karts at the age of 5, and are you still racing go-karts?
No. I broke
No.
my foot in the go-kart.
Oh no. So you're taking some time off?
No.
No. So how are you gonna race if you broke your foot?
She was 6 when she broke her foot. It
Oh,
was
when you
when she
broke your
was
foot,
racing a go-kart.
I see. So your foot's not broke now. That was when you were younger. Okay. So what are you racing now? Are you still racing go-karts?
I am racing a quarter midget.
Okay. All right. And what class do you race that in?
Blue rookie.
Okay. So you haven't raced those very long if you're in Blue Rookie, right?
No,
Is this the first year for quarter midgets?
second.
Second year. Okay. So did you start in Red Rookie? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I my granddaughters raced quarter midgets, so I kind of know a little bit about quarter midgets. Yeah. But they were older than you. You started young, so you've got to jump on those girls. They're 20 and 22 now, so they're a lot older than you. So you went to quarter midgets. Do you race close to your house or do you
No,
drive a long way?
we drive a long way.
Do you? How far do you have to drive?
Uh, 1 hour.
Oh, that's not too bad. And what track do you race at?
Hagerstown,
Okay, Hagerstown. So where do you live, Lizzie?
Myersdale.
Is that in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. Lots of good racers are in Pennsylvania, that's for sure. So tell me about your quarter midget. What color is it and what number is it?
It's 83E,
Okay.
and it is purple, blue, and pink.
Oh, nice. I like those colors. 83. Now, did you pick that number for some reason or somebody else picked the number?
Well, it's my dad's number.
Okay. I figured as much. All right. And does your dad still race?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and dad race. And then mom, is she the snack provider and washes all the clothes and does all that stuff for you? No? Does she race too?
Yeah. She
She
races
does?
a cart.
What does she race?
She races a flat cart.
Wow. So you guys are really busy at the track if you're all three of you racing, and then your
Mm-hmm.
little sister's probably going to get started here soon, isn't she?
She is racing. She's
She
racing my car.
Okay. All right. So you've got four in your family and four racing. You must be busy every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you all race at the same track? Like you go the same night and you
No,
all
we
race?
don't. We
Yeah,
don't.
it's everybody races somewhere different, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you love about racing? Why do you keep wanting to go to the racetrack on the weekend instead of like going to a sleepover at your friends or the movies? Why do you keep going to the racetrack?
It's
What do you
lots of
love
fun.
about it?
It's lots of fun.
It's lots of fun. Have you
Yeah.
made a lot of friends there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And are the people that you've met there, would you have known them from somewhere else or these are all new friends?
New friends.
Yeah. Isn't that the best part about racing or one of the best parts? All the people that you make new friends with. And then
Yeah.
do you like to go fast? Is that another reason you like racing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured as much for sure. So on race day, do you have any superstitions or anything that you always do? So that would mean, do you always wear the same shirt under your race suit? Do you always wear the same hair bow? No, you don't. Do you always eat the same things on race day? No. Well, that's good. No superstitions. So do you eat before you race or do you wait till you're done at the end of the day?
The end.
At the end. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't eat before they race because they say it makes their stomach upset because they're
Mm-hmm.
nervous. Yeah, so you're normal. That's what most everybody does for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever had a bad day at the racetrack?
Yes.
Oh, everybody does, don't they? So, when you have a bad day, how do you make it better? Do you cry it out? Do you throw your helmet? Or Do you just say, "Oh, that's just today. Tomorrow will be better"? What do you do when you have a bad
Try
day?
it out.
You cry it out. Yeah, that sometimes just makes us feel better, doesn't it? Yeah, for sure. And as you get older, you're probably going to not cry it out, and you're going to go to the hauler or the truck or whatever and just take a deep breath, and you'll feel better. So as you get older, that'll change how you handle when things don't go right. Because I always tell girls, when things don't go right, that's a life lesson. Have you ever heard of that? A life lesson? A life lesson means you're going to use what you learn outside of the racetrack, not just in racing. So racing teaches us lots of good things for life ahead. So are there other girls that race with you?
Yeah.
Are there, and about how many are there? Do you know?
Um.
There's quite a few.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah,
have
quite
one
a
in
few.
yours. I think you have one in your. There's probably 10 or 15 girls down at Hagerstown that race.
Wow. That's awesome. That's a lot of girls at one track to be racing. So that's really good. You don't feel alone. You don't feel like you're the only girl there. You've got other girls that are supporting each other. Would that be true?
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you guys
Yes.
doing
You got to
Saturday?
talk. I can't.
Tell her yes.
Yeah.
Yes, tell her Saturday they were, or Friday
What were you
night they,
doing on Saturday?
Friday night, I mean, what
We
did you
were.
guys do? Girls against boys at the track.
Yeah. We gonna girls against
They were
boys.
playing baseball, and the girls all walked down and they said, "We're gonna show them that girls can do anything."
There you go. And that's the truth, isn't it? Girls can do anything.
Mhm.
And that's good. And do sometimes you beat the boys and sometimes you don't. But at least they know that you're competitive and you're out there to win just like they are, right?
Mhm.
You're no different. Yeah, you're no different. So, do you think motorsports is a good sport for girls to be active in?
Yeah.
Yeah. And why do you think that is? Any thoughts? Kind of a hard question. Maybe, yeah, maybe mom has some thoughts about girls in
Because
motorsports.
girls can do anything,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you're changing the motive on it that, it's not just a boy sport.
Mhm.
right. And the more, I started Women's Motorsports Network in 2017, and you didn't see near as many girls then. Now you saw a lot depending on what division or what kind of racing it was. But now it's just, I think every year it just increases more and more. And if you've got that many girls at Hagerstown, that's a lot of girls racing. So they're doing something right at that track if they got that many girls there. Yeah. So who's your biggest fan, do you think? Do you have a lot of fans? Who's your biggest fan? Grandma, mom, your best friend?
Mom.
Anybody special?
Mommy. Mom.
Your mom? Probably
Yeah.
your mom, huh? Yeah,
I am also the
yeah.
hardest one
Was
on her.
mom nervous when you first raced?
No, that's
When you
probably my
first said I want to
sister's.
race,
That.
was your mom nervous when you first started
When you
racing?
first started.
No.
No. No, because she races and so she knows what it's like, right?
Yeah, and her
Mhm.
dad, being around it. She had a bad wreck her first year in the go-karts when she broke her foot, and everybody comes running over. They're like, I'm like, "Okay, is she out of her cart?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, then she's okay." Because
Yeah,
I was in lineup myself, and they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "My husband's going way faster around a bigger track, and she has all the safety equipment, so
yeah.
there's no reason to be."
Right.
It was just
Exactly
fun.
right. Yeah. So tell me about that. What happened when you had your accident?
A 12 or 11-year-old was running with the 8-year-olds.
No, with the little 5, 6 year olds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And shouldn't have been.
Yeah, and what'd she do? She drove right.
Right in the main. My foot flew out of the cage, and
Uh-huh.
then
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then boom, it snapped and broke, didn't it?
Mm.
Yep.
So did you have to stop racing the rest of that season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and let that foot heal. So um yeah, but now you're bigger and you're not going to have any of those kind of accidents, right?
No.
No more. No. What's your
You're safe.
what's your favorite memory from racing? Do you have like a win that you had or where you just really had a good race? What's your favorite memory?
Uh,
It's hard to think, isn't it?
What about
Yeah.
you?
Have you won a trophy? Have you
probably
won
my
any races?
cleft night.
Say that again.
My cleft night.
Her cleft night at the races.
Okay, tell me what that is.
I tell her, say you were born with a
Cleft palate.
and lip,
Okay. I,
and every year you'd have what, a big event at,
Hagerstown Speedway.
no, at Bedford.
Bedford, sorry.
okay. So
And
you'd
with
like sponsor or have an event for to make people aware about cleft palates? Do you raise money to try to help
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have not known that you had a cleft palate.
and lip, yep.
Yeah.
And how you always have kids items donated to give away to all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
What your last one you had how many? Over I think 100.
Wow.
And but you got donated the fake checks, and you get to go in victory lane and hand them out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how fun is that? So are you going to do that again this year or have you already done it?
We're working on putting one together at the quarter midget track this season. Um,
Okay.
Instead of the big track this year, change it up a little and have some of the kids that she runs around their support. And but what do you send out to kids?
Care packages.
You do? Well, tell me about that. What do you put in those care packages?
A blanket, teddy bear, toothbrush, toothpaste, a book.
Okay. And is that for them when they go to the hospital
For surgeries.
Yeah.
for their surgeries? Yeah.
And you're now taking some to where they just told you could bring.
To Children's Hospital.
In Pittsburgh. They
Oh,
because of
nice.
COVID, they weren't taking
Sure.
donations, and that's
Yeah.
where she goes. And finally, they opened up restrictions, and so she's going to be delivering some packages up there for new families that find out their child's going to be born with a cleft lip
Okay.
or palate.
That's wonderful, Lizzie. You should be very proud of yourself for that. That's a wonderful thing to be doing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad I got to meet you today and hear about that. That's a wonderful thing that you're doing. So, I'm going to have to send you some books that you can put in those bags. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to do that. That would be fun. So, do you have a favorite, like when you're watching, do you watch racing on TV? And if so, do you have a favorite driver?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Garrett Albertson.
Okay. And where does he race?
What series does he run? You know.
NASCAR.
No. You're
I
silly.
don't know.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
Tell
you
me
do.
what
I don't.
series he runs.
I don't.
You forgot?
Mm,
Lucas Oil, silly.
There you go. Lucas Oil Series. So you can watch that on like Flow Racing or somewhere. So you can
yeah.
watch him even if you're not there, right?
Her
And
last surgery, we were actually watching him from the hospital, huh?
Yeah.
yeah. So how many surgeries have you had, Lizzie? Do you know?
Probably like 12.
Wow. And from the
Um,
time you were born, since you were born, did that you had that and then you've had 12 surgeries. And will you have to have any more?
yeah.
Yeah. So how many more years as is it because you're growing that you have to keep having the surgeries?
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you stop growing, then you won't have to have them anymore.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Because that's no fun, is it, to go to the
No, she
hospital?
goes here in a couple weeks for another procedure. She's tougher than me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I guess so. Kids are, and they're resilient. They, you know, they go through things that we don't even imagine that we would be able to do, and they do it with a smile. Look at that smile on her face. She's constantly smiling. So I she's an amazing young girl for 8 years old, that's for sure. So Lizzy, does your mom or dad use social media? Are you on social media at all where people can find your racing and how
Yep.
you're doing, or maybe like
Yeah.
your family? And okay,
VFR.
where would we find you?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Facebook. And what's the name of your page? Is it your name or what's it called?
Vogel.
No, it's VFR Motorsports.
VFR Motorsport.
We just rebranched, so VFR Motorsports 83E.
Okay. And then people can find out where you're going to race for your whole family, probably, right? Your whole
Huh?
family's
Yeah.
on there. Yeah. Isn't it fun to go to the racetrack with your family?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else would you be doing if you weren't going to the racetrack? What else do you like to do?
Where were you today?
Volleyball.
Oh, volleyball. My granddaughter plays volleyball. And do you like to go swimming when it's hot?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really hot here in Michigan. It's like really hot and humid today. So I'm glad I'm inside talking to you and not outside doing something for sure. What else do you like to do? Do you go camping or do you ride your bike? Any of those
Ride my
things?
bike.
Yeah. Okay. And then what's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Oh, I'm with you there, girl. I love math. That was why my favorite subject too, for sure. So, is there anything, Mom, I'm going to ask you this too. Is there anything that we haven't talked about? Oh, I know what we haven't talked about. Why were you on the stage at PRI?
What did you get? What award?
What
Talk up.
award did you get? You know,
Um,
tell me.
Hoosier Hero.
Hoosier Hero? How can you be a Hoosier Hero when you're 8 years old? How does that happen?
Mm.
You don't know? Somebody thought you were a hero for all the things you're doing. That's why.
Yep.
Because of your health, because of your racing and how strong you are for all those surgeries and how you help other kids. That's why you're a Hoosier Hero. And that was pretty cool. You were the littlest one up there, and they
Yep.
kept asking you all kinds of hard questions, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool that you were chosen for that. Were you surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that you were in the running for it, or it was a complete surprise?
Complete surprise.
Really?
You knew
And
a little.
so, as a Hoosier Hero, what do you get? Like tires or a jacket or anything at all? Do you get any like cool stuff?
Jacket.
What else did you get?
Uh,
You got tires.
yeah.
Tires? Yeah.
And
I
tonight,
uh, I interviewed another lady who was a Hoosier Hero, and she was surprised too, and she got a bunch of cool stuff.
you
So,
know who that was.
Who? Who? Who?
You ask her.
Uh,
Ask her who it was.
who?
gosh, put me on the spot. I just lost her name. She lives in California.
It's your buddy.
Who was it? You tell me.
Drag racer, Lizzie.
I forget.
We're both
You forget.
forgetful, aren't we? She's going to be so mad at me that I can't think of her name. But you know what? I've done about 12 recordings in the last 10 days, so losing her name is nothing new. But I know she lived in California. So is she your buddy,
It's Kelly. Kelly, Lizzie.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Kelly Anderson?
Yep.
Right, Kelly Anderson. Oh
Yep.
yes, Kelly. I'm going to have to apologize to Kelly for not being able to think of her name. So yes, Kelly Anderson. She's another very deserving Hoosier hero for sure. Yeah.
She just
So
loves
Liz,
Lizzie, huh? You're really
does she?
funny.
She's going to be excited to hear that you're doing a podcast then for sure. So is there anything, Lizzie, that we haven't talked about that you want to tell me about you or your family or your racing, anything at all?
Tell her you're
That you
also. What are you also racing for? Who are you racing? Who else are you racing for this year? Nicole's.
Nicole's Dream Young Guns.
Yeah, she's a young gun driver for Nicole's Dream, and that's for childhood cancer awareness. So
okay. Okay. Lizzie, you're such an inspiration to me, and I hope a lot of other people that you're doing so many fun and rewarding things for other people. That's very cool. Now, how did you get in? How did you get connected to them? Maybe Mom will have to tell us.
yeah, they actually reached out to us, and he said that Lizzie just melted his heart, her smile, and everything that she's been through. So
Uh-huh.
kind of was his like they had loss in their family from childhood cancer, so he sought out to help other kids. And I know Lizzie didn't have cancer, but it's still a long, ongoing process.
Yeah.
And he was so, she just melted his heart. And so she's a young gun driver for them. And they have some stuff planned for this season as well. And so
Okay.
she's very blessed to be carrying them on her car for the season.
Yeah, absolutely. For
Because what
sure.
do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor.
She wants to be a doctor too. So, I
Oh,
mean, she wants to help other kids that are um, going through
I
some things.
I know you're going to do it, Lizzie. I just believe in you so much. Yeah.
This
Very, very
this
cool.
this shows what kind of kid she is. We're at Children's for an appointment, and this little girl, she had some underlying issues, and she actually came up and hit Lizzie. And Lizzie goes, "It's okay, mommy. She has some stuff going on. She has
Yeah.
medical." And I said, "Absolutely, you are right, Lizzie." I said,
Mhm.
"You are right." But most kids would have been freaked out, and um, but
Yeah.
just her grace and everything she's been through just amazes us.
Mature beyond her years, for
Yes,
sure.
absolutely.
Because most kids would have hit back or
Yes,
ran
that
away
probably would
crying or
have been my
something.
youngest.
Oh, that's okay. And she was so understanding. That's truly something, Lizzie,
Absolutely.
that's one of those life lessons that you're going to carry on throughout your life is be thinking of others and maybe what they're going through too. So I'm really proud of you, and I'm proud to get to meet you today, even if it is just through the computer. But I still am proud to meet you and your mom and be able to tell your story for sure. Any last words that you want to share, Mom or Lizzie?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. I'm glad you could be on. I know it's a little hard. Think about this, people that are listening. She's 8 years old. What were you doing at 8 years old? I know I wasn't doing a podcast at 8 years old. And so that's a pretty big deal when you're a kid. And I'm proud of you for doing this with me today. And Caitlin, thank you for being on and helping her through
Absolutely.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for having her on. It's really appreciative, and it gets a little easier for her each time. So we're getting there.
Yeah, it does. It does. And you'll look back, Lizzie, when you're 12, and you'll look back and you'll watch this podcast and you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, when I was 8 years old. Now I'm 12 and I'm so much more experienced at this." So, it'll get better for you, I promise. Well, you guys hang on. And when I end the recording, we'll go through a couple things, and then you have a good rest of the week, okay?
Tell her thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you're looking to buy, sell, or trade the stuff that strokes your engine, anything from truck parts to classic and muscle cars, RVs to hot rods, and everything in between, then check out our official classifieds at racingjunk.com. RacingJunk.com is the world's #1 online racing and performance marketplace, the ultimate one-stop shop where you'll find what you need to rock your ride. If it belongs in your garage, it's for sale on RacingJunk.com. Log on to RacingJunk.com to find the gear you're looking for, sell your extra stuff, keep up on racing news and tech tips, and more. Again, that's RacingJunk.com. That's it for this episode of the Women's Motorsports Network podcast. We hope you've been inspired by the stories I shared today and feel more connected to the amazing community of women in motorsports. Remember, whether you're behind the wheel, in the pits, or cheering from the stands, your story matters. And together, we're driving change and celebrating every milestone. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with someone who loves motorsports as much as you do. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates, behind the scenes content, and more incredible stories. So until next time, stay inspired, stay connected, and keep racing through life. This is the Women's Motorsports Network podcast, where every woman's story is worth celebrating.